Well, March 2nd, 7 in the morning, 452 in the bank. We've got a bunch of fluffy marshmallows out there we got to get picked up. And did I let you stay overnight? Man, old Massey staying in the driveway. You got to park right there. Oh, wrong thing. Park right there, Massey. I don't need you for a minute. And we just need to sneak over here. So we got everything disconnected. We can get right to work. We've got an automatic bale trailer. And we have, I think, 90 plus bales to move out of this one. Whoa! Dude, for a second I thought that dish on that dude's house was a bale. I was like, how did I put that there? But yeah, we've got almost 100 bales out there. So quite a few. I think we usually got 160 in the total year on our other piece of land. So we're doing pretty good. First cut. And it wasn't even like a super good cut. It was, I could have let it sit around another month and we would have got even more yield. But even still, we got almost 100 bales out of it all. This thing holds about, I think, 24. So we're going to have a few trips back and forth. Now, I don't have a barn, so we should decide where to put the barn. I got to be honest with you, I really don't know. We're probably going to put it down by where all the sheep are going to go. I don't really know anywhere else to stick one. Now, the barn we're talking about is this fella right here, base game, Baling pallet storage. I think maybe we get some others with mods or DLCs, bale storage in there. Yeah, so this would be bale storage for 38,000, 250 bales. And then what else do we got? For 29,000, we got bale and pallet storage, 250 pieces. So a little less, and it holds two things. I'm just going to do this one, I guess. And I would like to put it right here. Is that the perfect spot for it? Probably not. But is it the spot I'm thinking about putting it? It sure is. So it will let me put it right here, and this is probably like a zoning thing. They're probably saying you can't put it on the old, on the neighbor's land or get too close to their land. So we're going to move it to wherever I can put it, which is going to be about right here. Oh! I thought you were supposed to be flat. You lying sack of... Do 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 do. Okay, cool. So just you know me, just flatten this out, doing my job, doing my things. You're supposed to be flat, you lying sack of... Getting mad at it. Okay, just calm down. Everybody relax. All I gotta do is set the target point, move myself down to right about here, and we're gonna slope up to that. Good Lord, I hope this works. Slope up to it. There you go. You know what? Just keep on moving that way and slope up to it. There you go. Slope up to it. I sure hope I know what I'm doing. Did that work? Yeah. Nice. Good job, boys. Do I need this to slope up to it? I probably better do a little bit. So you pick the target point, we'll bring it down right about there, and we'll bring it back up to the target point. Well, this whole entire area just needs to get filled in. And I will pretend that I understand what I'm doing. Comprende? Uh-oh. I'm thinking I'm making an oopsie right over here. Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. Watch. Now, we hit it with the soften real quick. We just hit it with a nice big get soft real quick, Just a nice mellow out, chill, come hang out at the barbecue. That's what I'm looking for right there. Now, realize we're all the way over here, and we gotta get a full load before we find out whether or not it works. 419,000 is what we're down to after making that little investment, but I think that's a good spot for the barn. I'm happy with it. Also, we gotta move them pallets. We need a front thingamajig, or I need a little pallet mover. That'd be nice to have, just a little pallet mover, like by hand. Maybe a mod we have to add. Or we could get a forklift or a skid steer. Also options yet. And yes, there is some grass out here that I missed because I was being dumb. I'll get it cleaned up. Don't you worry. Just wanted to get the bales out of the way. Now I just got to drive around and collect enough marshmallows to have a big old campfire and we'll be all right. While we're doing this, I should check. We only got one contract for sewing. I'm not even interested. Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure they all selected here. Okay, they are. Never mind. So there's nothing much going on for contract work right now. A bit of a kick in our knackers, but that's okay. We made almost $5,000 off of our various passive incomes. We haven't made any contract income all winter because we just kind of parked up winter and hibernated like a bear. Now, is that ideal? Probably not. That's many months of the year that we're just sitting dormant doing nothing, but we will be doing more once we get more of our sheep invested, and that is the next step. We're actually moving towards that. We've got the barn, so we've started developing our area down here. We'll build it as we go. We've got the equipment we need to handle all of this grass, and we've done our very first cutting. I was going to leave some of these as grass bales, but I couldn't, so there's that. Also, I turned around thinking there was going to be more bales over there, and there would not. But we did have a mod in, I think, that will let me cut some of these bales open to keep them as grass. And if we do that, I'll cut 3 or 4 or 5 bales open, keep them as grass, and those will be our reserve for the sheep that we're going to be getting into. Okay, now we're full, actually. We're going to take it down to the barn. Nothing too crazy. The store's right there. Our storage of our product is right there. Our sheep are going to be right there. Water source right there. House down there. This is all going pretty well. Our sell point that we use mainly is right there. I mean, can't get too much better than what we're dealing with here, y'all. How does this one work? I think, if I remember, yeah, okay. Wasn't sure for a second, but I am correct. We have to back up, and then it'll dump them into there. At least this one's good and not, well, actually, I kind of liked the way the other one was on our other Billionaire series because it just took the bale right off. Remember that? It is what it is. All we need to do is unload some bales. I did press it, right? Okay, it's just slow. Just slow. Unload them bales, bubba. Look at that. Auto stacking in the barn. Love to see it. Wish I had barns that did that in real life, eh? Just wait a little bit. We'll have it. We'll have some kind of automation where the bales just right where they need to be. You know what I mean? Just like that magic moment, we're going to have many more because we have a lot of bales. Doesn't this go down? Or maybe I have to. Well, I have to. Noted. While you do that, I'm going to spray off my tractor. She got a little dusty. I've been watching some of the stuff about the new farming simulator. I think the new farming simulator looks really, really good. I like the visuals. Like 22 looks really good. They did a pretty good job with the details and stuff. There are visual improvements on 22 from previous games. But with like the lighting and fog and all that stuff, you know, the water, all that stuff, the reflections, huge improvement going on in 25, the new game that's going to be coming out. Now, I am a little curious on the functions of the new game. That's more so what I'm interested in hearing about now. I know we have GPS. I've seen how it functions. It seems very simplified, which I expected. I know that, you know, they want to make it as easy for people to understand as possible. And a lot of times that does come at the kind of sacrifice at previous functionality when a mod is implemented into the game-based feature. Usually we kind of lose functionality, but I am hoping that, you know, it's moddable enough to where some people can just go on and add on that additional stuff. So it's not like it's going to be gone so long as modders want to and have the ability to add it in themselves, right? But we'll see. Maybe there is more to it than I've seen. It looks really nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an improvement. It's definite improvement on the AI and stuff like that. Just curious to see how it'll work out real world once I get my hands on it. It looks promising. I will give them that. I watched a deal on the weather effects. It looked really good. Again, like visuals are great. I love that the tires are actually wet. The tractor can actually get wet. There's a dry off period. You know, I love that the water effects are going on. I love that there you can see droplets on your tractor and whatnot. But now I'm asking for functionality. So does that mean that rain is going to wash my equipment off? Does that mean that if I drive through the river, it's going to kind of wash some of my equipment off to a degree? Does that mean if I go through a muddy bit, am I going to get extra muddy? Am I going to sink in now that there's kind of a ground deformation? Because I've seen that there's also, I guess, ground deformation. Nothing like spin tires. Don't think it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I buried my tractor. But apparently it is going to be a feature. We'll see what it's like. Are there going to be mud piles or puddles? I mean, are we going to have damage of our crop for sections of it flooding due to rain? Are we going to have to worry a little bit about soil erosion? I highly doubt that we have to worry about some of those things because they're just a little too simulator focused. And Farming Simulator is, it's Farming Simulator, but let's be honest, it is more of an arcade in the terms of they make it as easy as possible, which I don't think is a wrong strategy. I want to make that clear. I don't think making it as easy for people to handle as possible is a bad thing. It's already complicated enough for most people. But I do hope that we still get to see some of that functionality, and maybe we do get to where fields can flood, you know, or you can have weather impact your growth season more so than we've ever seen before. We're only going to be able to get like 2 cuttings in a barn because we get like 100 bales. Oh boy, life's going to be a little, hey, that's real rude. Life's going to be real rough, ain't it? I think we just got them all. Let's do a little double check. Don't see any marshmallows out here. You see any marshmallows on the ground? I think we got them. Down around there, hiding in the bushes. We're fine. So we just going to back on up right here, just like that. Push a little button, it's going to drop them off in the old barn there. 94 bales. That must have been what we had in total. We can double check that on our baler. But 94 bales in storage there off our very first cut. You really can't complain. That's a pretty good harvest. So we actually are going to stick this right back here, and I should probably bring some of that other stuff back towards our farm yard that we're starting to build. You gotta wait on this to fold up. Hold on. There we go. That way we can just hold it down here and have to deal with it a little less. I didn't smooth this part out. I might need to go do that. I can see it was a little rough. Did not think about it. Definitely can still go do it. But yeah, we can just literally stick this back here, and we'll just leave that there until we need it again. A little cross space never hurt nobody. Okay, 419,000 in the bank still. Nothing going on in the contracts once again. Can I get new contracts? New contracts. What does that button do? Okay, doesn't do anything. Clear contracts. Whoa! Uh-oh. New contracts? Uh-oh. I deleted the entire Facebook marketplace. It's okay. Their website's down. We'll just come back later. I'm sure it's not me. Let's move the baler and all that over there as well. I love our little deal there. Oh, farmers markets. There's a farmer's market in the new Farming Simulator 25, so it does seem like they've at least added that. That is very nice to see. I was looking forward to seeing that. So there's another thing that has seemed good so far about the new game. I'm looking forward about. I'm contemplating that driveway. Should we send that right down to the lake, just straight? Probably. And then turn it off this way. And yeah, I think that's what we'll end up doing. Whoa, that was close. Sure picked a fun little spot to stick my baler. We'll just sneak it on in here too, behind the tree, the wall, and the barn. If I added just another little fence on that other tree right down there, make it so you can't even drive through on the roadside there, and this would just be a cozy little cove, wouldn't it? I'm sure the neighbor doesn't like me putting equipment here. They'd probably rather I do something else, which we probably will eventually. For now, this will work. Barn is full. Things put away. Oh, I had a couple to clean up. Oh, huh, look, Courseplay. This is a good moment for me to mention that I have Courseplay but don't know how to use it. And I just discovered I can bring up a little menu. I'm sure if I understood it, that would be fascinating. I have contemplated doing a different spray setup. I did this, honestly, because I liked the idea of not having a trailer. I like the idea of not having to deal with a pivot point and being able to just drive around as a unit. Now, that being said, I have seen some really good deals, sales, and other options for solid spreaders, for even liquid spreaders that are just trailer pulled. And I have thought about swapping our equipment out. I have not done so, and I still really don't think I will, but it is something I've been looking at as the time's gone by. I've just been watching that and kind of keeping an eye on it. I've been watching the value of our equipment too, trying to make sure it's, economically viable and worth doing. But for now, I mean, we have these ones, I think, pretty much paid off. I would like to just keep rolling with them. They're working fine for us. And if we ever need anything bigger, we'll get it when the time comes. Last thing I should take down there is this seed, but I don't really feel like it. So the seed's going to get pushed over here, and we'll deal with that in a little bit. If we take a look here, we have done 27 contracts, 94 total bales. Spent most of our time, I think, plowing. No, actually, yeah, plowing. We've done more time on that than anything else. It says spray time. I wonder why it doesn't say anything there. That is weird. Does it not? Maybe it doesn't count. It probably doesn't count contracts then. This is probably only our farm work. Ah, got it. Yeah, that's got to be the case. Okay, cool. We've got about 46,000, 49,000, somewhere in there, dollars worth of stuff. That grass that we have currently, $43,000 worth, apparently. Wow, okay. I wanted to go cut a couple of them bales, but I didn't. Maybe we should look into the sheep right quick and see what that would take. We've done it a couple times, so I already have it on mine, but I don't want to deal with water, though we could. If we wanted to start sheep, we could just grab this boy, put it right here where I put that stuff, and boom. Now I wouldn't really be driving between there like I have been. But I don't know if I want to do that. I could also just do this fella, and he could still, once again, go here or something. Or I could do like this, maybe, right? We could stick it like that. That wouldn't be so bad. Probably I would like to be closer to the tree. So maybe move that stuff off and have this like, there, but closer to the edge. That wouldn't be terrible. That door would be accessible. The feed would be accessible. This opening over here, which is I don't know what it's for, but it would be accessible. 51,000 to get them. So let's call it 55 to build the barn. We're gonna put sheep in that barn for I forget how much it costs, but we'll chunk out 10 grand for that. Just call it safe. So 65. I'm gonna need to feed them grass bale, so I need probably to get the front loader. It's probably just gonna be my cheapest option right now, I imagine. So we'll look into that. Other equipment though would be really probably not much of anything. We might just need another one of these barns, and we'll see how that all plays out. I might just put another barn right here. You know, I might put a little pathway between this barn and the other barn. That way we have a way to get to this this road here quick and easy, but then have like barn storage kind of situation. So we could do that eventually. So probably we'll go ahead and put our first sheep barn right there. I need to move that stuff I just put down here. I should have a place for it. Maybe I need to get a... Hold on. Should we factor this into it just for the sake of having a place to put stuff? All of our stuff would fit in that. $39,500. Okay. Is there any other better option? That's a little more expensive. I don't want to spend that. This is not expensive. That would be a big open space. We really wouldn't need much more than that. That'd be really great. This one, oh my goodness. How does that even open? What are you? That's crazy, man. Wow. I don't want it. It is big and open, but nope. Expensive too. No, thank you. Look here. That's too big. I don't want it. That's okay, but it's meh. Those are all too expensive. So I think the only option I really seem to like, I want to look at size comparison. So this has an RTK though. That RTK is going to give us better GPS, help our AI out. They're going to make them do their work better. Otherwise, if we wanted to have that station, it's a tool. Isn't it a tool? Or was it a container? Is it a decoration, boys? There's other. Yo, what was the RTK under? Hello? This is a weather station. This makes the weather forecast better, which is not a bad thing to have. I might stick it up on our barn or something, but towards the back so I don't have to hear it. Yeah, might as well. We'll throw one of those on. So we'll have a weather station, get better weather forecast. Nice to have. Might as well. Why not? What does this do? Seriously? Brother, you make me fertilizer out of cow air? We need to get cows and make cow air fertilizer. What the heck? Okay, legitimately though, this is starting to be a problem. Like I know, oh, this is nice. Dang, I have like no reason for it. But if I did have a reason for it, it'd be right here. You better bet it would. Maybe I should design that so there's enough room. I'm gonna put the barn on that line so there's enough room if I need to. What does this do? Oh yeah, that's the washing panel. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find this stupid... Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Found it. It was next to it the whole time. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Hi, my name's Jake, and I'm a struggling idiot. Welcome to Idiots Anonymous. So yeah, $17,500 is what this little bugger is worth. 39.5, so take 17 out of it. It's still too small, but I kind of like the small, because this is kind of big. Wait, wrong thing. Because this is kind of big. Now, don't get me wrong. I also like the bag. I can change the color? Oh, wait, gets better. Call me crazy, but I gotta see what... Whoop, that's cow. I don't need cow. Need sheep. I want to see what these look like. Okay, so they're all wood with kind of a red roof. The white is not bad. We could definitely do. The red is okay. Something about maybe that one that I just like. I think we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna do this one. We just gotta decide where it needs to go. I'm thinking we might put the barn there. Or would they rather see the sheep? What would you rather have? Well, the sheep can stink. Sheep can be a little stanky. Maybe they don't want them to be right there. What would this guy want? Hold on, is this even gonna let me do it here? Or do I have to put it out away from their thingy? Oh, whoa. Hey, that's, oh, I can't put anything over there at all. It's gonna be a kick in the knackers. Could I put the sheep? Uh-oh. Oh, wait, yeah, the sheep can go over here. Okay, so that answers that. It's gonna have to be the sheep. Well, that's fine. Okay. We gotta spend some money. We're gonna borrow the money to do it. I'm gonna need 65, another 35 on top. It's like, what, 110, call it. So we're gonna need over $100,000 to do all that. We're gonna probably have some other things I'm not thinking about come up. So maybe I should bump that to like 120. We'd be up to 420,000 owed. But if we're able to get 3 cuttings this year, and each cutting is worth that about $40-some thousand, then that would be about the $120,000 that it would take to get the sheep if we sold every single bale. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see what this is going to cost us, and we'll just reimburse ourselves after the fact. We'll still be mindful of the spend, though. I'm not going to be crazy about it. We're investing heavy into it here with the barn because I don't want to deal with water, even though I easily could. I just don't want to run into any issues, and I know barns will be able to hold more in the long run, and it's going to just work better for us in the long run, probably. So that's what I'm thinking, and I'm sticking to it. Tell you what, I'm trying to keep it away from the neighbor over there if I can, even though the other neighbor's getting it pretty strong. Sorry, Bubba. And it leaves room on that left-hand side if we need for any, like, little bit of storage. I could probably just put my stuff there or something. We could save a little bit of money, and I could just park stuff there and do a little fence. Cut this guy's property line off so he's independent. He'd probably appreciate it. And then just park my stuff outside there, save on that barn for now. I think I'd like to do that. Just cut our bill down a little more. But the sheep are ready to go, more or less. We got their barn. We just need to get them placed in. It's going to be a nice, lovely little home for them. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I don't know how it's going to go beyond there. Just wanted to put in that road so we had a little drive. Like I said, we're probably going to send one down off of this at some point here as well. So I'm just going to make a little jog down like that, but that'll be the end of it because I don't know where to send it yet. Okay, coming together, looking good. Let's get this wall put in for them. So fences, we're going to give them something that's pretty good, something similar to what their neighbor has if we can. We might just do this. I think I like this the best. So you make sure it's set to snap, and it is. Okay, so I'm going to line it right up to what your other neighbor has. Beautiful. So let me just pull it over until right about there. I think that's going to be our line, where I then send it over like this for this old chap. And we're going to cut that off right about the tree. Just a little off the tree there. Just right about there. And then, just because we can, I'm going to mark a little spot right there. Just in case I want to have that like a, a little drive, a little double-sided or whatever. I'm not convinced I'm going to do that. I just put that there as a reference point so I could see what it would be like. Maybe I would round it out this way and let it go into the bushes and stop right there or something. I don't know. But that kind of does a good job of cutting off our little corner that we did not own and letting them have a little more privacy. I'm sure they will appreciate that. So that is all looking good. I'm happy with that. I don't know what else we would have to do in terms of setup. Let's go ahead and fill this thing up with sheep, why don't we? Let's open up the old barn door and take a gander. We can do little tiny sheep or sheep that'll work right away. We're going to get sheep that are going to make us money right away. We're going to also get a variety of sheep. We're going to do some white sheep. We're going to do some brown sheep and maybe even some of the Welsh black sheep here. Okay, sheep are in the pen. Look at that. It's a nice, pretty full pen. Not completely full, but it's a good start. Oh, fluffy animals. I love it. Glad we're focusing in on animals for our personal farm here and doing all the contract field work for other people. I like that little method. It's working well. Now, as I said, I'm not going to build the other barn yet. I'm going to save us a little money on the project for now, and we're just going to park this equipment outside. If it mattered more and if it actually damaged the equipment, then I would be more worried about putting it under shelter. But it's not really a thing we have to seem to worry about right now. So I'm just going to park it over here. Hey, look, my mower is bigger than the neighbor's. All right, everything put away. Let's get these guys some hay so they don't get too hungry here. In order to do that, we need to sneak on over and find out if putting a front loader is the best option for us. Most likely, but we're going to look at all of our options and weigh them and see what we can do. So first of all, nothing for sale that can really help us right now. First thing I want to look at are forklifts, because I love having a forklift. Too much money? Okay, no. Skid steers, love having too much money? No. Wheel loaders, I already know too much money. These, too much money? No. Okay, so it's going to be a front loader put on this tractor, 240 horsepower. I think we have, almost wrong button. I think we have the Hauer. It's what I usually do. I usually don't do the quickies. I do the Hauers here. So hopefully this will be big enough. Buy for $12,000. We'll have to reimburse ourselves for that a little bit on that loan. And we're going to need also a pallet fork, probably. That's what I want to go with right there. Okay, there they are right in front of us. So now we just put our front loader on. Hope it's not too big. It's a It's a little kind of big for my taste, but it'll be okay. The other one probably would have been way too small, so this is what we're gonna have to do. All right, gonna pick you up. Let's get back on over home, shall we? I highly doubt I'm actually gonna use this driveway a ton. I mean, it's nice in theory, and I'll try, but you know, we have a big grass field. All right, I'm just gonna throw our seeds over here for now. It's a good spot for them to just flop down and hang out. We have other ones back at the house to grab, but that's not quite my priority yet. Right now, I need to get me a bale. So I would like at least one. Actually, I'm curious if I need to pull a couple out. Give me 3 bales just in case. I don't want to use too many, but I want to stick some out just in case I have to. I'm going to probably go ahead and open 2 of them. These 2, and we'll just keep, well, I guess the one can probably go back in the barn then. Do I want to open 3? We'll open all 3. Let me make sure I can even do that still. I should be able to like cut bale open, right? I swore that this was a thing I could do. Do I not have that mod in here? Maybe it's only in the other one. Huh, I don't know. Up. I threw my bale. I threw it. I didn't mean to throw my bale. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw my bale. Hold on. Here's the bale. This should remove the wrap. No, it doesn't. But it will feed them the grass so long as it stays grass. I need to figure out how to cut it. Okay, they have the grass. So they're doing okay there. I must not have that installed. Interesting. All right. Well, we have to find out what mod it is that allows you to cut bales and get it installed. Guess we don't have it this time around. But we got the entire thing all baled up, and it is now raining on us, of course. Noon. Well, let's see what's going on here around for contracts. Maybe things have updated now that it's a little later in the day. Nope, not a darn thing in there. Oh, Lord. All right, guess we're just going to get us some lunch, wait out this rain, and we'll keep on running down here and checking on our sheep. I'm going to find that mod that lets me cut open some bales, and once this rain passes, we'll get to work out in some contracts and stuff. But a pretty big day. We've got all of our bales put in the barn and got the start of our farm put together here. First ever sheep, first ever animals. See if we can make any money. Is the tailor near here at all, by the way? Let's take a gander. What is this? The bakery. We're near the bakery. That's unfortunate. It would have been nice if it was the tailor. Oil mill, debris, grape, carpenter. Maybe they're over here. Dairy, cereal. No. Maybe they are these guys. Spinnery. Dang. That's a little bit of a drive, fella. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. But for now, let's get this rain out of here and we'll see what's going on once it passed.